Hello, folks. Welcome back to the stream. It is so good to have you guys for the final stream of the year. And for this special stream, joining me today is Silverwings.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hey.
I am so tired.
Oh, I bet.
And if you're on the last thing, you guys will understand why.
Yeah, we literally just, uh-oh. Spotify being a little stupid. Let's close that. Is that gonna fix it? I think that does. Okay, cool. Sorry, there was a little bit of a pop-up issue going on, so...
Relatable.
Yeah. So, who here is from Silverwings event that we just had?
I see Sivler and I see Wasim in the chat.
Yes.
Those two were definitely in there.
I do recall seeing them, yes.
Wasim says me, obviously. Thank you for pointing yourself out.
All right, let me share my screen with you. Might want to go ahead and mute the stream just in case.
Oh yeah, I already did that.
Good
I can
call.
hear your Spotify going too. Nice.
Yeah, this is a song that I discovered this year. It's called Atlas by Faux Tales.
Ooh, fun.
Let me send it to you, actually, because it's a really good one. I think you'd like it. It's got that classic kind of mel dub kind of style. Like old Seven Lions. Sure. Yeah, like
yeah,
that.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 2014. That'll do it.
Seven Lions has a new album out, by the way. Have not listened to it yet.
Me neither. I saw, but I haven't listened to it either. Man.
It seems like he's really trying to make a return to his old style, because the first single that he released, I saw him live earlier this year, and he played that one, and it was really reminiscent of the Worlds Apart era stuff. So I'm excited to listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it myself, so no spoilers, but I am definitely very excited to check it out at some point. Maybe for next year's mix. Because I do eventually need to start the 2026 EDM mix playlist. Oh, by the way, I should go ahead and start that up. Share, copy link, and let's... Nope, not inspect. I'm trying to paste. And then pin this message. I'm gonna share this around a little bit real quick. The stream real quick.
Oh man, I remember "Stay Tuned" by F777. That was one of the last F777 songs I think I listened to before I totally tuned out the Geometry Dash artists.
I
have an old mashup of it with one of the Virtual Riot songs from the Simulation album. I could probably find it if I really looked. I think I sent it in my old server at one point. Anyways.
I'm also going to put this song on loop because when the stream is over, I'm planning on using it at the end as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is.
Oh man, I just pulled up the Mixcraft file for the Elenium mix that I just premiered.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to guess the creation date on this thing?
20... Was it this year?
No.
2023?
You're never gonna guess this. Okay, not that crazy.
Okay.
The creation date was April 30th, 2024, just after midnight.
Damn. Was that after coming back from a show, I'm guessing?
Maybe, probably. I mean, I had the idea for this for a while, and I got some early ideas. That first intro segment, that was the first thing I ever made for the mix.
That does not surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah, but where's it going with this? Yeah, but I was kind of on and off with it. life got like super busy around this time because like I was like entering like my senior year of college and all that stuff, so I had to finish like all that, and just like work stuff was also getting crazy. So this was like a year of like on and off work, but towards like I think it was like more towards like this spring, I was like, wait, I can actually finish this. So I kind of just locked in for the rest of the year.
That's
like,
a good feeling, isn't it?
I'd only like finished the first hour of it, or like the first 45 minutes, up to like around like where Blame Myself was, and then I was like, wait, I can finish this.
Wait, let me cook.
I spent just the next few months just banging away at this thing, getting this thing done.
Honestly, valid. Like, that's how I feel about this mix. I feel like I'm locked in, like, real hardcore for this. Just trying to, like, chip away at it. Like, I know it's not going to come out in time for the new year, but I don't really care because we've made so much progress on it that I feel like I owe it to you guys to finish this anyways, and to myself.
Yeah, 100%. It's about, like, finishing it and, like, doing it in your own time. Remember, this like holiday season, I was supposed to have 16 premieres ready. I had 2, so it's okay.
Yeah, this isn't the last day I'll be working on the mix. It'll be the last day for this year, obviously, but I do plan on working on it more, and especially the finale off camera, so that when we come into the stream next, we'll be building up to the finale. Because I remember for the 2021 summer mix, what I actually did was I made the finale separately, like an 8-minute mix, and then just pasted that at the end of the mix when I built up enough to it. We just need to get to a point of that. Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who are just joining in, first off, hi. Let me know what beverage of choice you've got this time. I got some flavored water myself.
Very nice.
And also, for those who are just joining in, we actually are here right after Silver Wings' premiere. So this is going to be, on top of also being a stream where we work on the mix, which, by the way, let's switch over to that. It's not showing. Why is it not showing? Well, that's a problem, isn't it? There we go.
Maybe it's because you're also screen sharing with me on Discord.
Nope, there we go. I just had to readjust the thing.
Chill.
Yeah, there we go. Filtered water, sparkling water, good choices. Hi, Jade. Hi, Mute. Good to have you guys both. I'm going to turn this song significantly down, but I'm actually going to let it play in the background, like, very quietly, because I really like this song. A lot of water today. Yes, good. We're staying hydrated. I like it. I assume you also have water.
I got some water before this. I also had like hot chocolate this morning, which isn't the most hydrating thing, but it was refreshing.
Hey, fair enough. I have actually debated doing a video where it's late at night and I don't feel like going to sleep, so let's work on a mix, and I just get a cup of hot chocolate and just like go straight into it.
Sounds cozy. It reminds me of like that one like rave audio that's like, I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, totally. I absolutely know what you mean.
It's been all over my feed this year.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for I believe that. Okay, I have an idea for what I want to eventually do, but I need to build up to it first. So I know, also, I guess I should actually back up a little bit and kind of showcase what I have done thus far. Because I did do some progress off camera, so let's, I don't want to go too far back because I've got some surprises back there. including a bunch of unreleased tracks and IDs. Speaking of which, I do have one more thing to share for those of you who didn't see the original announcement I made on Discord. I have a new song coming out to cap off the year.
Woo woo.
That is not what I meant to share.
Happens.
It's the DistroKid link I'm trying to copy. This is actually supposed to be the last track on the album. There we go. There's the hyperfollow for y'all. And I know I promised the album a bunch of times this year, but I do think that when it comes out, it's going to be a good time. And after the album comes out, I actually have a lot of ideas for originals, to the point of where I am really excited to actually I'm more willing to release singles in the new year than I was before, I feel, if that makes sense.
That's real.
I can't just make long form mixes all the time. I mean, I can, but I don't want to because I want to do more. All right.
And yet here we are.
Yep. Also, I'm going to turn this down significantly so that I can still hear you. I'm going to need to do some EQ trick real quick for this. Why does this feel really fast all of a sudden? Hang on. I think the settings got a little messed up on my mouse. Might be fine. Maybe I'm just thinking... I have zero clue what that did, but...
Is there like a middle button that like adjusts that mouse speed for you? There's one on my mouse.
No, the middle button isn't it. Is it this? No, that's not a button. Oh, maybe one of these. No, I don't think so. Or maybe it is. Oh, it is. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. That's cool. All right. I want to raise this up a bunch. And then... Oh, that's going to take some getting used to. It's worth it because it's for fine-tuning and all that. All right, let's lower this a bunch. Right about there, I think. You can hear that, right?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Exobolt and Nealuminum came through with so much good stuff this year.
This is solid.
Thanks.
I like the vocal isolation too.
Yeah. What do you use for vocal isolations by chance?
I use Ultimate Vocal Remover. You put me onto that.
Yes. I feel proud.
It is so useful for melodic bass.
It's so useful. Alright, what'd I do here? This year is for sure the year of the bro step resurgence.
Oh, 100%.
Wait, what did I do here? Ah, yeah, those little stabs.
Ooh, that's fun.
I love doing those little stabs. It's one of my favorite, like, tricks that I think I came up with, actually. I have yet to see anyone else do it. Someone might have done it, and I just don't remember. There we go. Back to what it was before. Man, stuff like this makes me wish I could play guitar, so I could do guitar stuff from my own tracks.
Be like Trifecta.
Or just in general, really.
Yeah, always fun to know an instrument. I say this not knowing an instrument. It's me and Mixcraft against the world.
You and me both, bud. Oh, here we go. Here comes those stabby chops again.
Nice.
I know it's not. It's just taking time to learning to actually play. All right, so that's where we're at so far. I can't go back any further than that because otherwise I'm going to spoil some surprises that I want to save for the actual release of this mix. So, let's see. Do I keep this? Or I think I'm going to save that actually for later on. Have it come back a little later. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I should have come up with some interview questions, but
ask away. Anything that comes to mind.
Sure.
I've also got about 20 minutes left before people start arriving for my New Year's party, just so you know.
Ah, man. All right. That's a shame.
I know, I'd stay on longer if I could, but that's how New Year's Eve goes.
Yeah, that's fair. I do hope that we get to do this more often, though.
Oh, 100%.
Like, going into the new year, I'm hoping to do more collaborations with you.
Yeah, no, totally. And I've got some ideas that at some point I want to bounce off you.
All right. You reckon you'll be a little more free to be able to chat more? Because I know that in our conversations, things are a bit sparse, let's put it.
Yeah, no, I've been laggy lately just because, like, life gets there sometimes. But I'm hoping to be a little more consistent, like, in the new year. Because I do want to, like, start, like, making more music again.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully us becoming a dynamic duo will help encourage that for both of us.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, well, fire away. Questions, whatever. What stood out to you? What did you like?
Well, there were certainly a lot of things that I liked about the mix.
And for those of you who are on the premiere, who are in the chat, like, you guys can ask questions in the chat too. Like, we're reading the chat right now, so.
Yes. I have the chat open as we speak. I mean, as always. Wait, really? Here, let's actually replace it with this. There we go. That feels a bit cleaner. So in the premiere, you said that there was like one particular part of the mix that you thought was like your favorite in like the first act.
Yeah, that was Starfall and Gold.
Right, yes.
Yeah. So I made that part pretty early on, actually. Like, I kind of knew like where in the mix it was gonna fit, because like, I mean, I kind of like had a general idea of like the structure of the mix because I kind of followed the way that like the trilogy sets play out, and that's kind of like
Mm,
where the act system comes from. It doesn't follow it exactly. Like I tried to mix like between the albums more, but like you can still kind of see how it vaguely follows that structure, just because I feel like it's a natural progression storytelling wise. But
I think
but
it
I
makes
digress.
sense.
Like yeah, but like that part there with Starfall and Gold, I think I just had the idea like for it, and I knew that I wanted to like do this mix. The mix wasn't even like super like well developed out yet, but I like figured out like those songs go super well together. Gold was like one of my favorite tracks. It was also on my top Spotify songs for last year, and I'm like, I can do something kind of creative with this. I want to like mix things around a little bit, and so I mean, you saw I kind of that's exactly what I did, and ending like with like the Trivector remix for like Starfall 2, just to add like a little twist.
Right, yes.
I did take that from his trilogy set too, because when he played Starfall like in that show, he also swapped with a remix, and I can't remember if it was the Trivector remix or the VLCN remix, but like it was one of those like drop switches there that like the crowd went crazy for. So I want to kind of emulate that like in the mix as well.
Right, yes. Follow-up question. You said that you developed that part early on in the mix. Is that because it's that early in the mix, or did you do one of those things where you made it separately and then added it in later?
So I made it separately. Yeah, so I made that one separately. I didn't know where exactly it would fit in, but I knew it would kind of be like closer like to that first act, because the transition like from Needed You into Starfall, like it felt like a very like it was a very like natural point, because these two songs aren't too far apart on key change. It's like a key change would go kind of smoothly, and like
Mm-hmm.
they both have that like very orchestral instrumental sounds to them. So I knew it would kind of come like right after Needed You, but I hadn't like gotten to that point in the mix yet. I was probably still like the first like 10 minutes or so. I think I was still trying to figure out what to do after Sideways, like at that point, like on the main mix file.
Aha.
So I was trying to like build towards that point, and I was just trying to gather as many ideas and like put as much pen to paper as possible in the meantime. So when I got to a natural point that I could fit in, that I could plug it back in, kind of like what you were talking about earlier with like finales and how you plug that in at the end.
Right. And so did you do it within the project, or did you actually dedicate a separate project file to doing that? Because that's what I did, was a separate project file.
Yeah, I also did separate project files.
Okay.
I think there were three main sections that I did in separate project files. The first was that segment with Starfall and Gold. The other one, it was Sound of Walking Away, into Reverie, into Where'd You Go. Like that was also a separate file. And then the entire Fracture segment, that was one file. And because like tempo was kind of weird with like how it ended up on the main mix file, so
Sure.
I had to compress down the Fractures mashup and then just like import it like as like a full audio file into the main project file. So that one was a bit different from the other ones where I could just copy paste.
Mm-hmm. So pro tip to anyone who's wanting to do to do long form mixes: if there are mashups that you have made and that you want to like, and that you feel like are very easily like workable, but you don't know how to fit them into a mix, make them separately and then try to find a spot for them later on. That's actually something that I've tried to do a couple times in recent memory, especially I think the most recent time that I did that was with the KOC mix that I did, that I still got to release, but still. But I made that mashup back in 2021, and it was supposed to be for the 2021 EDM mix that I was gonna do at first. It was Virtual Riot's Chroma, MDK's Color Cannon, Disdain, and a few others with
I remember you making that
Resonant
one on
Trend
stream.
Machine. Yeah. Well, it was a Discord stream, strictly, I remember.
Yeah. I remember because I suggested Resonator Trend Machine.
Yes, I think I do remember someone recommending that. And seeing all the names on it, I was like, oh my god. But that was actually, like, that mashup never left the ground, so I decided to hold off. And then when it came time to make the KOC mix, I found a perfect spot for it. So that's when I just decided to put that in, and there you go. An extra 5 minutes added to the whole mix.
There you go.
Not only
And I
was
mean, I've done this. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, not only was the runtime padded a little bit in such a way that actually made sense, but also it fit well enough to the point of where it didn't feel out of place. And the same could be said about another mashup that I didn't make separately, but I have done before a few times from the 1788L starter pack. The one where it's like Hex, Pulsar Beam, I think. No, not Pulsar Beam. Force Impulse, I
Ori
think.
is here, by the way.
Hello. Who have we here? Are people starting to show up?
Oh yeah, sorry, I had to just like talk for a second, but what were we talking about?
We were talking about mashups that we do separately and then add in later.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this isn't the first time that I've done this, like in a project like this. The first time was actually it was Midnight Reflections Part 2. The first one on this, my first project on this channel. That one, like, I made 5 separate mashups that I like could insert into the mix, and then I released them later as like their own separate mashups with their own videos, and that was how I like built up a lot of content to just release out the gate, so I could build up that content right away when I started the channel.
Oh, okay. So not all. So wait, you said that they did or didn't fit into the mix, but you wanted to make them.
They did.
They did. Okay.
Yeah, they did, but I like created all of them as separate mashups, and then put them into the mix like as mashups.
That's something that I feel like I should do, but I actually have something that I've been wanting to do that's kind of similar to that in a way. I might have talked to you about it before, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about it to the people watching as well in some capacity. Something called the Mix Exclusives Volume 1 kind of project that I wanted to do for a while. Have I told you about this?
I remember this.
Yeah. Where it's like I take like... Since it's been like a decade since I started doing mixes and mashups, I figured it would be really cool to take some of my favorites or of the community's favorites and make a collection of individual, like almost an album of sorts, strictly for YouTube, and release like, I don't know, 10 to 12 like recreations and remasters of mashups that were previously exclusively for mixes.
Right. And I remember you actually did the first of those on stream. It was Happy Where We Are and Omega.
Yes, that was one of them. I think I have 3 others as well. Let's see if I can find them. I made a playlist, or sorry, a folder of them somewhere. There you are, Mix Exclusives Volume 1. I thought I had another one. I could have sworn I had another one. Right,
Speaking
I think it was
of project
supposed
files,
to be... Oh, that's cool. I even
speaking
labeled
of project
them.
files,
Go ahead.
I found the original file for the Gold Starfall mashup for the Selenium mix. The created date is June 4th, 2024. So I was only like working on this for like a month and a half when I created that mashup.
Nice. So you weren't kidding when you said very early on.
Yeah. So it was like super early on. Then like I had like so many like on and off periods where I was like feeling the inspiration or like the problem solving to work on it. Because there were a lot of like technical problems that like I had to work through to like make everything sound like a coherent mix. Like I've made longer mixes than this. Like both of my Welcome to the Summer mixes on my old channel were much longer than this one. But this was definitely like the hardest project I've ever done.
I mean, you did say it was like a passion project for you.
Oh, 100%. That thing would not have gotten finished if there wasn't passion behind it.
And also, I did notice the video you used for the background. I did notice that.
Yeah, look familiar?
Yeah, it very much does.
I figured you'd spot that.
I can't remember where I have it saved somewhere, I'm sure. I gotta find it again. I saved it under videos, I'm sure. Oh, it's going to take forever, though, so I'll just let this do its thing while I look at these songs. I have an idea for what I want to eventually do for this mix. I want to drop down to E minor from G minor, which is where we're currently at. So this song, this song, this song, this song I want to use. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a spot for Heave Ho. Maybe I will, but it's not likely. We'll see. I just used that. Shuffle Jam I definitely want to use. That's coming up. Should I... I still want to use Party Blasts, my own track. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to find a way to sneak in an A minor section. Also, hi Rip Skips, good to see you. Sorry I didn't respond earlier. There's a couple mashups of mine that I should do that with, to be honest. Is it you? This must be it. Yep, I found one of the backgrounds. This might look familiar. Let's mute that because I don't really need the audio for it. But this might look familiar to you.
Oh, that's from the Cyberpunk mix, right?
Yep, that's the one. Apparently it's labeled Cosmic Dreams. This, to me...
Interesting.
...is like this collection of VJ loops, that's apparently what they're called, is like my equivalent to like how... You know how Virtual Riot has all those background loops for his songs and such?
Yeah.
Those are from one person called Beeple.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Yeah. So I found a bunch of apparently free ones that I think I'm going to end up using a lot of. So like, here's one I haven't used yet. Look at that. That's perfect for a background video.
Ooh. I like that.
Maybe what's this?
That'd be really good for like a trance mix or something like that, like Gareth Emery's kind of stuff.
Or like synthwave.
Yeah.
I do want to do more synthwavey kind of stuff. Where is it? But there is something else. I know I have something else here somewhere. It's not shadow capture, Discord clips. No, it's not this. Maybe I have it saved elsewhere. I have to, somewhere. For the 2020 mix, because that's what it was for.
Yeah.
That's not it. Actually, what is this? Oh, that's cool.
I do not recognize that one, though.
I haven't used that one, that's why. Huh. I might have to go looking for it again. But, that's interesting. I don't know why I can't find it. It might be somewhere else. I don't know where it would be. Yeah. You'll recognize this for sure. Right, yeah.
Oh, that one.
That's what I ended up... I didn't use that exact video, but something like it for, for
the intro, yeah.
Yeah. What were we going to say? Sorry.
I forgot.
Dang. It's a shame.
Probably not important. I think I was just going to say, I don't organize my visuals, like, at all. And, like, I pretty much get all of them from just, like, stock. Like, the Midnight Reflections Part 2 background do I even still have it? It's probably in my downloads folder somewhere. I'm not gonna go
Hmm.
find it. But there's also the one I used for Miles Per Hour, the Progressive House mix. It just like stock footage of like cars going by on like a freeway. And then I was like watching some like video essay a few months later. I saw that same stock footage and I'm like, I recognize that clip.
Damn it.
The dangers of stock video.
Yeah, it is kind of danger. But at the same time, like it's like the video equivalent to Splice, I feel.
Pretty much. It's not that deep at the end of the day.
Not really.
Just fun to have visuals.
All right, Jade, see you next year. I do have at least one more question.
Yes.
For the most part, you kept the songs in their original key for your mix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that's because you wanted to stay true to the original audio, similar to how Illenium does for his live sets.
Yeah, and that's like it's not just true of like Millennium. Like most of the live shows I've been to, like they stay very very faithful to just the original releases of the songs. And usually, if they do something different, it's because they're making like a mashup or an edit. And so like if I wanted to like keep it true to that and like stay in like the form of like a trilogy show,
Like
then like I
Gorgeous
tried
and
to
Altogether.
yeah. And I mean that wasn't even like an original mashup that I did. That's pulled straight from his Ascentor album.
Yeah, I
From
know.
his Ascentor edits album. Yeah.
I
So
really wish he would make more of those
I know.
mini projects.
I saw something that he's trying to release more of them, but just it's hard with like record labels and like copyright and stuff.
Which makes no sense because they're all his music to begin with.
Yeah. Music industry's rough.
It is. Especially
So,
nowadays, but
tell me about it. But yeah, not entirely sure what's going on with that. But that's the main reason I tried to keep everything like as faithful to the original as possible. Obviously, like you had some changes there. Like the beginning was like a key up, and that was just a creative choice that I made on my part.
which I appreciated.
But yeah. And it made the transition to Broken Ones a little bit easier as well, which is part of why I did it. But
Right.
for the most part, I tried to stay as faithful to the original
Makes
as
sense.
I could, except where there's like a really like an opportunity for a combination that would sound really good, like Reverie and Where'd You Go?
Personally, I really try my hardest to keep songs out of their original key if I can, because I love making it more my own kind of thing, and keeping it to its original key makes it more just feel like I'm just playing someone else's song for a mix.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think it comes down to different styles because I used to do that too. I think it changed when I started like going to more live shows and seeing how like the big DJs do it.
I think that like global digitality was where I like is like the best example of where I wouldn't almost never keep songs in their original key. Even so
Yeah,
much as
that
like
makes
pitching
sense.
some down if it made sense. Like I pitched Telescope down to match with Stay Inside Me by Ocular Nebula.
Right. Oh, you're talking about the original one. I was thinking of two.
That one too, but they both kind of have the same kind of thing going on where I barely ever kept the song in their original key.
Right.
Unless
I
it
think
yeah.
I feel like with like Geometry Dash, like that kind of like music, like it lends itself better just because the music is more electric-y. Like it lends itself more to like being transformed.
That, and also you can get away with making more drastic changes in some cases because you're combining a lot of songs that are, let's be honest, somewhat low quality.
Yeah, and they're all pretty different from each other too.
Well, I say low quality, I mean like they're not as well polished as like industry standard kind of stuff. These are from as opposed to these being from people that are just making music for fun.
Yeah,
Totally
these are like
different
indie
vibe.
creators.
It's a totally different vibe, and you know, it needs its own respect.
Yeah, 100%. I still love, like, even when I look back on like the stuff on my old channel, like I still love it like for what it is, you know. And like as much as I love like doing like the stuff that I'm doing now, and I'm happy that like I made the pivot into the kind of music that I mix now, like I still look back on all that stuff fondly, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Like there are times when I genuinely go back to listen to Global Digitality just for fun. Especially if it's a rainy day, because I think I've mentioned this before. I know I mentioned it on stream. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but I affiliate that mix with rainy days because of the fact that it was raining a lot during the time that I was making it. And there are some sections where
Interesting.
I genuinely feel, a connection to that because I already really like overcast weather and especially like because we don't get nearly enough of it. And there are some
Yeah,
sections in the
100%.
mix where I genuinely feel like it's a perfect representation of like rainy vibes, which is one of the reasons why I really, really want to make a rainy day mix.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
That's
I
an
mean,
idea I've had on
today
the
could be
back
one of
burner
those
for a
days.
while. Oh, that's the wrong song. Damn.
Real. All
Yeah.
right, well, it looks like I got to bounce now, but this
All
was
right.
super fun. Thanks for having me on stream. And to everyone listening in, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Thank you to those who came to my premiere. It's been super fun, and I'll see y'all in the new year.
Go subscribe to Silver Wings.
Yes, sir. I'll drop my @ in the chat.
Please, yes. I was
Just-
actually about to ask you to do that.
There you go. All right, friends. Take care. Catch you later, Finn. Happy New Year.
See you next year, mate.
See ya.
Good stuff. All right. Well, now I feel like we can focus. But no, seriously, I do hope that we get to do more instances of that in the future. Also, I'm going to turn this back up now that it's just me. Let's find where the percussion kicks in. There you are. E. Fix that. Let's actually solo this part. I think it makes sense to do so. I'm fine with just keeping this song as is, and then and then see, I'm already back into it because I'm excited about this project. And something else I want to talk about, I do still want to do the once this mix is over, the first thing that we're gonna do is where are you? There you are. The community feedback where I have you guys submit mashups for me to review, and then we all collectively review them before we continue working on a mix. Oh, that's so close. There. Nope. Where are you? Is it you? I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to see if that lines up. Is that on it? Oh, so close. Easy fix, though. There we go. Move back over. I'm like constantly checking Spotify to see if my track is released. It's not gonna be, but I'm just very eager. Truth be told. Oh, that wasn't the drop. Ah. There's the drop. Do I want to try and incorporate this song in, or do I just want to let it play on its own? Hard to decide, because there are instances of having just the one song play on its own and letting it shine. Kind of like Silver Wings' mix. But I feel like there are some instances where I should actually have this open and at the ready. Also, for those wondering, no, I don't know how long this stream is actually going to be. Probably not as long as some of the previous ones, because the whole point of this one is just to vibe for the most part. So I can't really guarantee a long stream. Might wrap this up at in like an hour or so. We'll see. It also depends on how we feel like as we progress through this. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's duplicate this, actually. I'm going to try and try to add in just the vocals, see what happens. 128. Thank you very much. Let's line this up. Very close. Go. That should be good.
Leave this world behind. Be running free out of my head.
No, it doesn't really work. Let's bring you over here. All right, let's get a 3-band EQ for both of these and do some mid boosting between the two of them. -20. And then this one will be +14 just about, because that's generally what I go for. Ah, perfect. Oh, hold on. Do I bring this back up? I feel like I should. There it is. Okay, hang on. I get very musical whenever I start thinking like this. This is weird. Hang on, I gotta figure this out. Not you, just you. Not you, just you. Just you. There we go.
This world behind. All of the little lights I
There we go. That's my key. Somewhere. Huh? Hold on. Something ain't right. Wait, I just realized something. Hang on. Interesting. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. Where's the drop start here? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that line up? Oh, yes, it does. Perfect. That'll do. Cut that off. Nothing too spectacular, but it gets the job done. bring this up, actually. And then what's next? What do we have? We have Loose Ends, which I'll bring in for the second drop. Because that's literally the only place I could put it. And another Snowblind remix, of course. The Voltra and Mplex for one. I'm gonna try and put Shuffle Jam in somewhere. I can't guarantee I can make it work. We'll see. We entered a very melodic section. Maybe, what does it sound like when I pitch it down by one? That actually still sounds pretty good. I could work with that. So, okay, I'll save that for later then. So, I think I have a direction to take. We finish off this section with To the Moon, Snowblind, Voltra and Mplex remix, and Loose Ends. Hello, Neil Decanter. Thanks for the compliments. Appreciate it. And then for the next section, I think what I want to do is Space Lace's prologue and Force Majeure. Is that how you pronounce that? This one in E minor. And then we'll be in the E minor section for House. Probably one of the last sections of House in this mix. Likely, we'll see. From there, there will be one more, but it's like at the end. Oh, did it? If you like that, you should go ahead and, let's see. You should check out the whole of Space Lace's Voltage Volume 4, which is where it comes from. That's this song. Here. I'll go ahead and send you the project file. Let me go back to the song that I was on. Let me share this with you. There you are. There you go. If you like that, you'll like this. You probably will like this album. What would be after the 128 BPM section? I believe we've got some more stuff down here to do. In the 110 kind of range. Just a little bit. Then we'll go into dubstep one more time. Either that or we'll go into dubstep, then drop it down, then go back into dubstep one more time before we go into the finale. That's what I'm thinking. One of those two things. Because there is still, like, you know, a lot of stuff to cover. We're obviously not going to be able to fit everything, but I'm damn well going to try. I'm going to do everything I can to make it work as best as I can. I'm not going to cram everything in because I don't want this to be, you know, feel like it's rushed. But I also want this to feel like it's still gonna sound very cohesive of stuff that was released this year. What would be... Oh, no worries. I said that after the 128 section, what I'm probably going to do is raise up to dubstep one more time, then drop down to 110, and then go into melodic dubstep for 150, for when we line things up for the finale. That's my current plan. When the finale is going to be in the mix, I don't know. We are an hour. We've surpassed an hour and a half in the mix. Thanks to Eliminate and Elenium and Alok. Alok? I don't know. Yeah, so like, where is it? Let me find one of them. Yeah, so this is one of the ones that I know I'm going to use for right before the finale. Yeah, like I really think that and a few others adjacent to that would make for a really good like finale kind of vibe. We're going to stay in E minor for a little while because there are plenty of songs around that range that I feel like would benefit from that within any of these keys. But then we're going to switch to something more melodic towards the end. Yeah, of course. Let's see. Let's bring all this stuff over. I'm also going to make it a point to not worry about letting songs actually run their course for a little while, rather than just like you're just quoting me now. What was I gonna do? Loose Ends, that's right. Loose Ends was another one from Space Laces that came out from Voltage Volume 4. So let me grab that and bring it up real quick. And then there was one other that I said I wanted to use. What was it? Hang on, let me find it again. It was Loose Ends, To the Moon, We Just Did You Want It, and then the Snowblind remix, that's right. I don't know if I'll be able to use the Modus and Agent 001. I know that that's what that is. Remix. I don't know if I'll be able to use it. I'll try. Yeah, E minor is a really good key. It works really well for bass. Let's put these in their correct key and that tempo. This one's going to be interesting because this one actually doesn't start off in 128. It fades into 128. Take care, no decanter. Hang on, I want to... Not that. I want to see something. Loose ends. BPM editor. Scan for multiple BPM. What is the BPM at first? Well, I guess a better question would be what is directly after or before loose ends? That's what I got to figure out. So, not that. Let's check. Right before that is Spellbreaker. Interesting. Interesting. So it dips down way past way past 128 just to rise back up to it. That's a cool touch. I forgot about that. Solsta, my goodness, I haven't seen you in a long while. How have you been? That's good. Nope, just you. Dang, whole degree. We're getting some Solsta lore today. This is a good vibe. I might just let this song play out and then go to a build-up into the remix. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I like being very methodical with this kind of stuff. Let me tell you.
Running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Snowblind.
Am I the only one who feels like these vocals, the vocals like here in like this little section here, this one right here, these feel like they were ripped before AU5 actually approached them to actually do this as an official remix. Please don't break on me. Please don't break on me. Okay, good. Thank God. Save. So we don't lose everything we just did. I'm going to add a splitter for low-high. For the highs alone, I will add some hyperdimension, just a little bit. Is that right on? Yes. It's awesome, right? Wait, hold on. There we go. That feels cleaner. Add some stereo width. I forgot what the second drop sounds like. Yeah, I honestly would recommend it. That's what I ended up doing. I think we should have a little break in the middle here where I bring in loose ends. This is going to be tricky because I got to find where it actually is, where it starts. And then I got to find a way to make that BPM difference work. Because I don't know if it actually stays the same BPM by the time the build-up actually starts. If it does, great. If not, we might be in a little bit of trouble and I have to do some, like, configuration. Question is, where do I fit this in? Do I fit it in here and then... Oh, there we go. There's an idea. I fit it here. And then I use the second drop. Okay, but I'm gonna need to do some adjusting for Space Laces' track. Much higher. I gotta tone it down a little bit. That's better. I actually have an idea. I'm gonna first off save, because the last time I did this, it almost crashed the project. Serum FX. There we go.
But your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality. You only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred. Let your thoughts be free. Let your thoughts be free.
There we go. Let's be real. I think this drop is... The first drop was great, but I think this drop is better.
Promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of
Yeah, skip to the second one. All right, right there. Cut right there. Move this over. How's the first one sound? Similar. You got it. Picks up the groove a lot more.
promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind.
And this one has like the melodic second half. So I think it's a good way to like close out that section. So now let's at least start the next section in E minor before we close off this stream. Yeah, there's not much difference. It's more just you'd have to listen to it enough times to kind of get a feel for what's different about it. But yeah, also real quick. Let's see. Space places prologue. I'm just grabbing just the prologue because I didn't grab that one for some reason. I got force majeure, but not but not the prologue, which I would argue is equally as important. It does sound cool. Yeah, I agree. You're not wrong about that. Is it really? How does it start? Ooh, right, yeah. So it has a drawn out, prolonged intro, which makes sense. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it in here, get rid of these effects because they don't have any relevance, drop this by 2. Actually, it would be cool, maybe. Is it actually? I don't know. I feel like... I feel like I should just leave it there as is, pretty much. Leave it as time stretch rather than use project tempo. Let's see, where does it start? There. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do something kind of wonky, and I'm going to... We're at +1. We need to go -3. Like so. Where's the DJ filter?
Performs the first successful large...
Might actually bring this up a little bit.
Voltage Laboratories performs the first...
And then what I'm going to do, bring that up, bring that down, bring this up a little, drop that. And like so.
Voltage Laboratories performs the first successful large-scale teleportation. 4 human test subjects were sent, but only 2 returned intact. Subject number 3, dead on arrival, flesh warped in impossible ways. Number 4 remained a mystery, vanishing without a trace.
Now we bring in force majeure. It's time. Just need to put that there. Make sure there's no false start at the beginning.
Trace.
There we go. All right, cool. We got ourselves a start. Now, I think this is where I'm going to leave the mix for now, leading into the new year. But before you all tune away, I have one more thing to share. Let's see if I can grab it to pull it up. Actually, I have the perfect thing to show it. It's in here somewhere. Here we are. So, before we close out this stream, it's not officially it is technically officially released, but unfortunately, it's not out on all the platforms just yet. So, in order to celebrate the new year, I wanted to release this brand new track as like a final pre-release before I release the album that I've been alluding to for a little while now. So, this is let me actually, for fun, just to add to it. Where are you? Pictures. And I go to my, when it pops up. Come on. Go slower, why don't you? Thanks, Quaz. Before we close out the stream, though, I wanted to play to you all the brand new song that is releasing. So let's pull up the cover art for it. Bring it over here. Just because, you know, I feel like it would make sense to do so. Oop, that's blocking it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted it to be out of the way. I'll put it in the middle of the screen when I start play. All right, this is my brand new track to close out the year and bring us into the new year. I Don't Want This Feeling to End, featuring Brandon Pereira. Hope y'all enjoy. I may or may not have borrowed it in some level from one of my own tracks. I think you're thinking of Let It Flow.
Do you remember what things were like back then? For me, I had a lot of fun. Running around with dart blasters, swimming with friends, playing games late at night. Things were more exciting back then, weren't they? So much joy. Where'd that all go? Can we go back to that?
Perfect way to close out the year, right? Yeah. This is the summer synthwave track that I was alluding to on my Discord server. This is the final pre-release of the album before I release the whole thing. That's Brandon. There you go. That is that. This year has been something, y'all. I had a late start, for sure, with the whole live streams. Getting more into making content more frequently. And after this new end of year mix, I do hope to get back into making content fully once again. It's been way too long. And it's thanks to you guys sticking around, showing up for the streams, supporting, all that good stuff, vibing with us. You guys are the reason that this channel still exists right now. Otherwise, I feel like I'd have had to start from zero in my long hiatus that I took. So, thank you guys. For what it's worth, thank you for an amazing 2025. And I hope to make 2026 an even better year. But yeah, I'll see you then.